just so. Well, wait. Hi, everybody. This is Gene Mortensen here at Griffith Gymnasium, and tonight is district volleyball. As the Hilltoppers will take on the Moriarty Pintos, and this should be a pretty good game. Moriarty, a pretty good volleyball team, and some very, very tall girls. They've been with the team for quite a while. Hannah Buchelman is, I don't have the height on her, but she's well over 6 feet tall. And she's been playing for them ever since she was a sophomore. And a lot of these girls, Peyton Edwards, I think she's been playing with them forever. And so scrappy little girl. And Yvonne Segura, another big girl for Milwaukee. All these girls, they have a lot of experience on this particular team. And so these girls have been playing here for quite a while. And there's still some time to go. People like Carly Niche, who's a junior, she has another year to go. Jackie Gonzalez, they've all had lots and lots of experience, but they'll be going up against a good Los Alamos team. Moriarty coming into the ball game tonight with a record of 11 wins and 6 losses. They are 1-1 in district play. They went down and played Milwaukee. Milwaukee, a very good team this year and they lost to Milwaukee 3-0, and then they took on, and then they entertained Espanola at home and defeated them 3-0. But Milwaukee is a tough team this year, and so the district is not an easy district. Taos and Espanola are struggling a little bit, but Moriarty and Milwaukee are both teams that could win a game. They could sweep a team sweep any of the other teams at any time. So this is gonna be a tough test for Los Alamos. Hilltoppers coming into the ball game are 11-5. They are 2-0 in district as they have defeated so far in district. They took on Espanola Valley here, won that one 3-0, and went down to Taos the other night on Tuesday and won that ball game down there 3-0. Hilltoppers right now are ranked number 7th in the state in Class 4A, and Moriarty is ranked 11th. So these two teams match up pretty well. Los Alamos normally has been able to dominate. We have a lot of good height, and girls like Nadia Gallegos, who's 6'1", and Solin Tellez. I don't know. I think she stands about 6 feet. Mayela Krantz is about six feet, and Michelle Macias is. I don't think she's. I don't have a height on Michelle, but she's not horrendously tall, or she's not short either. But boy, can she can unbelievably get off the ground. And then of course the all-around player, just an all-around player that can do it all, and that's Angelina Pasalacqua, and she's only a sophomore. So and the girls have some. As the girls come into the ball game tonight, it's going to be a tough one, and so they've had a pretty easy time, especially in district. They had an easy time with Espanola and easy time with Taos, but it's not going to be so easy tonight, and it's not going to be also easy on Saturday. Saturday afternoon, they're going to take on Academy, and that's going to be a ball game here. So Saturday afternoon, volleyball, and here at Griffith Gymnasium. You ought to come out and watch that ball game. A good high school girls volleyball, as the Hilltopper girls will go up against one of the top teams in the state, Academy. And what we're going to do on Saturday is on Saturday morning, Academy is just coming to town in force. Well, not Academy, I'm sorry. Academy is going to come in the morning in force. They're going to bring their softball team and they're going to softball. I can do this. Okay, hang in there. Here we go. They're going to bring their girls soccer team, their boys soccer team. At 10 o'clock, it'll be the girls soccer team, and we will be doing the girls soccer game at 10 o'clock. And then at 2 o'clock, it'll be Hope Christian coming to town to Los Alamos. Number 1 team in the state in volleyball right now, and they are coming here to Los Alamos on Saturday afternoon. So we will bring you that ball game. So we'll bring you girls soccer in the morning against Academy, And that should be a really, really good contest. And then, of course, Hilltoppers going up against the #1 team in the state, Hope Christian, and that'll be that's going to be a good barometer for Los Alamos to see how they stand here. But the Hilltoppers they're getting better and better. They started off a little ragged, but they're getting each team they've just been picking it up, and so they let me see. I'm trying to see. What their winning streak was. It was. Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So they've only lost 2 games in their last 13. So the Hilltoppers, like I say, started off a little slow, but then just kind of typical under Joe Palmer. I don't know, they just get things going. And Joe Palmer has come in and started in district where they've been struggling in the pre-district games, and then when they get into district, he just pours it on. And a couple of times we've taken on Powauke down there for the district championship. Powauke ranked number 4 in the state a couple of years ago, and we went up against Los Alamos, Los Alamos went up against Powauke down there. Boy, unbelievable girls soccer team. Volleyball game. This is going to be a tough night. I can see that already. Okay. So, very, very good girls volleyball team. And the Hilltoppers were able to defeat them down there to win the district championship. And that was a fantastic match down there. But right now, we've finished introducing the teams. And they're all now, gathered around their coaches. Well, no, I thought they were going to gather around their coaches, but no, I guess we have some more ceremonies here. So I think what they're doing is, so what they're doing is they're introduced each player. They've done this all week. They did this the other night over at the soccer game. Each player picks out what they consider to be their favorite teacher. And then what they will do right now is they announce the name of the player and who their favorite teacher is. And then they run a flower up to their favorite teacher. So that's a kind of a nice thing. And it's something we haven't seen before, but it's I guess another little new tradition they're going to start here. And so like I say, they did that at the soccer game the other night, the boys' soccer game. They had the boys go ahead and hand out. Each one of the parents was there. Most of the teachers were there, and so they would just kind of hook up with the soccer player, and then they would walk out onto the middle of the field for recognition. So it's and then in addition to the teacher recognition night. Here this is pink night. And so all the Moriarty girls in pink jerseys. And Los Alamos, for some reason, not wearing pink jerseys. I don't understand why. The scorers and the timers, everybody's wearing pink. The referees, the officials, they're wearing pink. And I normally would have worn pink, but nobody told me it was pink night. But I did at one point here a couple of years ago I went and bought a couple of pink shirts because I didn't have any. Went and bought a couple of pink shirts, and so I could, come and come over here and honor Pink Night. Pink, of course, night is for cancer, breast cancer awareness. So I guess you'd call it Breast Cancer Awareness Night, but actually it's just a flat generic of breast cancer awareness. And it's a great thing and a great cause. And it's really nice. And there's quite a bit of people in the crowd also wearing pink jerseys or pink outfits. And so that's really nice to see. And so we have now finished teacher recognition night. And I think we're almost ready to start playing some volleyball. The previous games the C team, they swept the Moriarty C team 2-0, and then the junior varsity did the same, won their 2 games handily, and swept them 2-0 also, and really had no trouble with none of the Los Alamos teams have had any trouble with any of the Moriarty teams so far, but that might change right now as this ball game. I'm expecting a really, really good volleyball game. We went down to Moriarty last year, and also Moriarty came here. We did both of those games, and they were just outstanding games. And if I recall, I do believe Moriarty won the first game, and then Los Alamos ended up going over to Moriarty in a whale of a match over there and winning that ball game. So. But we're ready to go now, and Elena Garcia, she is the libero for Moriarty, and she will start things off, and she's going to serve it into the net. So, not a good start for Elena. Makes it 1-0, so the Hilltoppers now are going to bring into the ball game Anna Kirkland, and Anna will do the honors behind the service line. The libero for Los Alamos is Bree Nieto. And so, nice serve picked up by the libero, Elena Garcia. It's brought over by Yvonne Segura. The play at the net. There's another battle for it. And going up high in the air is Anissa Chavez. She goes up against Nadia Gallegos. And Nadia with a nice block. Unfortunately, it comes flying out of bounds. So that ties it up at 1-1. So Moriarty will serve, and boy, nice serve, great dig out that time on the back line, and that was by Anna Kirkland. Now the shot comes across. This one's going to be picked up. Hilltoppers are going to set up. Ashley Hammond, hard shot by Ashley is partially blocked by Moriarty. Hilltoppers, they get it back over. They bring it now over to Nadia Gallegos, and a little dink by Nadia. That's picked up by Powaki. Got a great rally going here right now. Shot across by Moriarty, sorry. And then Angelina Pasalacqua trying to go up against it. She was trying to go up against Hannah Buchelman. Big girl, big tall girl. And Hannah just couldn't do anything against Hannah. And also Yvonne Segura, the 2 big girls for Moriarty. So Moriarty with the serving at 2-2, and the Hilltoppers return it easily with not a lot of ceremony in that one. 2-2 ball game, and now serving is Nadia Gallegos. Comes to the back line. They're going to set up in a hard shot. Boy, this one by Anissa Chavez. And boy, I mean, she put some zing on it, but it goes long. Makes it 3-2, 13. And now serving for the Hilltoppers, Nadia Gallegos, and she serves an ace. 4-2 ball game. And Nadia is still behind the service line. And for Los Alamos, so Nadia hits the tape. That comes over into Moriarty territory. And then it comes right to Yvonne Segura. And Yvonne, boy, she just powers it down and picks up the point, makes it now 4-3 or 3-4. And the service now will go over to Moriarty. And serving right now will be Anissa Chavez. Serving at 3-4. So Anissa, nice serve, boy. Great play by Anna Kirkland to get that one. Hilltoppers have to play it from the back court. Now they finally set up, and a nice, boy, just a perfect set for Yvonne Segura. Perfect. And she just went high in the air right in the middle of the net. Boy, I mean, she got up there, and she just pushed it down into the open court. 4-4 ball game. So Anissa Chavez, this one's going to go long. Bree Nieto took her a long time to decide if she was going to play that or not. Pulled away at the very last second, and now coming into the ballgame for Los Alamos to serve. And so now coming into the ballgame Well, let's see. I don't have her number. Anyway, so it comes now to Solin Teliez. And Solin, she bangs it into the net. And so it's at a 5-5 ball game. And the side out goes over to Moriarty. And serving will be Yvonne Segura. Into the net. Makes it 6-5 Los Alamos. Find out who number 15 is.
Serving for the top number 1, Bella Aguila.
No hurry. So I'm trying to find out who number 15 is. They had a young lady, number 2. Number 15 became number 2, but I didn't see where they actually put in a number 15. So shot down the left sideline by Moriarty, and that ties things up. 6-6 ball game. Now coming into the contest as a Soraya Chavez. And Soraya, the junior, she will serve. Not a very big girl. Nice serve. Picked up on the back line, and Hilltoppers are going to bring up Michelle Macias. Hard shot by Michelle. Played nicely by Moriarty. Long hit. Comes over to the Bree Nieto. Hilltoppers set up Michelle Macias. Macias down that left sideline. Beautiful shot by Michelle. And I'm telling you, Michelle, she can get off the ground. Oh, they're going to go say it was wide? I thought that was good. So now we're going to have a long serve. And, okay, John. Thank you, John. John is showing me these corrections. 16 is now 15. 15 is now 2. Anyway, okay, we got it figured out anyway. Nadia Gallegos has her shot blocked at the net. Going to come all the way to Abby Leckel on the back court. She has to play it from the back court. Just a little dink across by Carly Nice. And Nice picks up the point, makes it now 8-7, favor of Moriarty. And serving for Moriarty will be Peyton Edwards. Peyton Edwards, a scrappy girl. We've seen her play a lot of basketball. Nice serve. That's going to come to up to Bella Aguilar. Hilltoppers are going to set up Michelle Macias. Long shot by Michelle. That goes long. Makes it 9-7. And Peyton Edwards, the senior, I didn't think she was ever going to become a senior. And so she serves. Brini Ato picks it up. They're going to set up Nadia Gallegos. Whoa! Wow! Down that right sideline. Boy, I tell you, anybody got in the way of that, they were going to be feeling it. And so that makes it now 8-9. And the Hilltoppers down by 1 and going back to serve. Angelina Pasalacqua is a 5'9" sophomore. Outstanding server for Los Alamos. And so let's see if Angelina can live up to that. Whoa, too long. So I jinxed her. Makes it now 10-8 Moriarty. And so now serving will be their libero, Elena Garcia. So they've rotated all the way around. And 10-8 in set 1. Elena into the net again. So she started things off. She started off the first serve of the game into the net. Rotates around and into the net once again. We're going to have substitutions for Los Alamos. Coming in will be Anna Kirkland, and she'll probably go back to serve. And Ashley Hammond. Well, let me see. Well, now they're switching things around. So the front line for Los Alamos right now is going to be Nadia Gallegos, Angelina Pasalacqua, and Michelle Macias. And they're going to, I'm not sure what happened, but so that last serve didn't count. Nadia Gallegos pushes it across, and now a hard shot this time by Anissa Chavez. Hilltoppers are going to set up Callie Goda, and no return on Callie's shot into the back court. So through all of that, these substitutions I was talking about, they were making the substitutions, and then for some reason they decided to play the point over. And so now Anna Kirkland will come in to serve. And this one's going to just barely picked up at the back line. A nice little bump across over her head. And so Ashley Hammond, and Ashley's shot is going to be blocked, but it's going to be blocked into the antenna. So right there, Carly Niche getting off the floor, and 10-10 ball game right now. Anna Kirkland all the way up to the front to Carly Niche, and here comes Yvonne Segura. And Segura just barely wide on the right side. She was set up on the left side of the net, and Yvonne let it go. Just wide. 11-10. Los Alamos now up by 1. Anna Kirkland serving. That gets away from everybody, but Moriarty able to save it and get it back across. I didn't think they were going to be able to do that. Ashley Hammond. And Ashley Hammond, she runs into Yvonne Segura and Carly Niche. And boy, beautiful double block kill. 11-11 ball game. And right now serving will be Carly Niche. Bump it up to the front. And well, I thought somebody was in the net. They're going to say 4 hits on. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. The ball got hit into the net, and everybody kind of stopped. Then they started up again, started playing, and then they finally decided it's 4 hits on Los Alamos. That was crazy. So Nadia Gallegos gets the set, and she just pushes it across, and they quickly set up Anissa Chavez, and then she's right in the middle of the net, and she powers it right down into the right corner. So that makes it now 13-11 Moriarty. Carly Niche serving. Picked up in the back court. Jill Topper's going to set up Nadia. Nadia, just a little soft shot across, and so Nadia puts it in, gets the point. She will now go back to serve. Front line for Los Alamos. Callie Goda, along with Solin Tellez and Ashley Hammond. Nadia serve. They're going to play it up to the front. 2-hand push across by Moriarty. Now they set up Ashley Hammond. Hammond's shot is blocked, and the block as it comes back is a nice block, but it just kind of rolled, just kind of popped up, and it just rolled up against the antenna. So that's out of bounds. It makes it 13-13. Nadia serve, all tied up, and Yvonne Segura with a little soft shot, easily played by Los Alamos. Ashley Hammond, and Ashley's, and well, I don't know what they're ruling. That's Moriarty all celebrating. The lines girl indicated it was in. So they're saying, no, it was out. John agrees with that. Eagle Eye John. 14-13. Moriarty serving. Comes to Brini Ato. They're going to set up Anna Kirkland. She has to double just to bump it from the backcourt. Yvonne Segura gets a great set, a hard shot, blocked momentarily by Solin Tellez. They bring it. Los Alamos Ashley Hammond brings it across. Picked up easily by Powaki. Now they set up Solin Tellez. Tellez shot goes long. I thought it was partially blocked at the net, but no, they say no. 15-13. Now Moriarty in the lead and serving. Anissa Chavez. Hilltoppers have to play it from the 10-foot line. Comes to their libero, and now they're going to set up Peyton Edwards. And Peyton, beautiful shot by Peyton from the left side, and she puts it right on the line on the right side, and 16-13 ball game, and Joe Palmer wants timeout. So Joe calls a timeout as it's been a hard, exactly what we expected. Moriarty, I knew, was going to be a good team coming in there. I've seen him for the last couple of years, and a couple of years ago they struggled a little bit, but they were still pretty competitive. Last year they were very competitive, And so this year, I expected them to be, well, just match up very well with Los Alamos. And so far, they have done that. So this has been all the way. So for the Hilltoppers, see what Joe Palmer has to say here. But the Hilltoppers, well, let me see right now. Let's see. Let me set the lineup for you here. So you have Solin Tellez, Angelina Pasalacqua, and Ashley Hammond will be in the front line. In the back line for Los Alamos in the back court, we will have Callie Goda, Bree Nieto, and Anna Kirkland. And serving right now will be, and that's going to be Anissa Chavez. Nice serve by Anisha. It's going to be Hilltoppers have to play it from the back, all the way from the back court. All they can do is bump it across and get it to Yvonne Segura. Hard shot by Yvonne, and then Ashley Hammond with a hard shot, blocked at the net, and Moriarty having a lot of trouble with it. They finally get it to Peyton Edwards, but Peyton, she was just, there wasn't anything she could do with it. So Hilltoppers pick up the point, make it 14-16, and now Abby Leckel will serve for Los Alamos. Bumped up to the front. Peyton Edwards gets the shot, brings it across, and now the Hilltoppers set up Ashley Hammond. Hammond trying to go up against Hannah Buchelman. And, boy, I mean, that's a tall order. And so Ashley, who normally just really whacks them down, she's having a lot of trouble with the blocking by Moriarty. So now Yvonne Segura will serve at 17-14. She serves it in the net. So some not so good serving by Moriarty. That's 3 easy points for the Hilltoppers. And now coming into the ballgame is Bella Aguilar. She will go back to serve. Michelle Macias comes in. She joins the front line. And along with Angelina Pasalacqua and Michelle Macias and Bella Aguilar. So, nice, boy, beautiful serve played by Anissa Chavez on the back line. They have to just bump it across. Here comes Michelle Macias. And Michelle goes up and beautifully takes a little bit off of it. Not very much. She didn't dink it. She just made it a soft shot. Hannah Buchelman going up to block it. She was expecting the hard shot. And now it's a 16-17 ball game. Bella Aguilar, another beautiful serve. They had the Elena Garcia there. Libero has to play it from the back line. Michelle Macias. And Michelle gets a great set. Boy, I'm telling you, from Angelina Pasalacqua. And, boy, she just took full advantage of that one. And finds the open court, makes it now 17-17. And into the net goes Bella Aguilar. And that makes it now 18-17 in favor of Moriarty. And then coming into the ball game, Soraya Chavez. And Soraya, a junior, she will serve up by 1 here in set 1. And she zings one across. Hilltoppers now are going to set up. Solin Tellez. Tellez goes up. Her shot is blocked right smack at the net by Sophia Merez. Sophia Merez, just a junior, but that was a beautiful block. It makes it now 19-17. And Soraya Chavez serving. And this one was going to go out, but the Hilltoppers play it. Solin Tellez bumps it across over her head. And then Moriarty, they set up Moriarty at the Soraya. They set up Sophia easily once again by Moriarty. So the Hilltoppers now trying to get things organized here. Abby Leckel just pushes it across. Just a soft shot into the open court just beyond the 10-foot line. And Moriarty, a little bit out of position on that one, cannot return it. So it makes it now 18-19. Hilltoppers and Bree Nieto will serve for Los Alamos. 18-19. First set. Exactly the kind of set I expected. Bree Nieto with the serve. That one is played by Soraya Chavez. And then they set up Peyton Edwards, one of the smallest girls on the court. She gets a set over on the left sideline, on the left of the net. And then she goes up and pushes it across all the way across the other side with her left hand. And nobody was ready for that. Her serve now by Peyton Edwards is going to come now to Nadia. Nadia, nice shot across by Nadia. And I didn't, they're going to say, well, they're going to call, I think Los Alamos in the net. Yes, they are. So one of the girls in the net for Los Alamos. It makes it 21-18. Peyton Edwards serving. Joe Palmer not happy with that one. And so now I think Joe Palmer is going to take another timeout. So he is. He takes the timeout. And so right now that's his second. So he has none left. Moriarty has yet to call a timeout. And they're leading in this contest now 21-18. And the Hilltoppers, some of their stalwarts have been really on fire so far this season. Ashley Hammond, who normally they set her up on that, she likes to play on that left side of the net, and boy, she can go up and she can hammer it. But it seems like every time she gets over on the left side of the net, she's looking right at either Yvonne Segura or Hannah Buchelman, the two big girls on the Moriarty team, and she's just been having a lot of trouble getting the ball past them. But this is a really, really fast-paced ball game and a fun game to watch. This is two very, very talented high school volleyball teams. And here comes Peyton Edwards serving at 21-18. Nieto picks it up. They get it up to Nadia Gallegos. She has to play it from the 10-foot line. And then they end up setting up Anissa Chavez. And Nisa goes high in the air, but brings the ball right smack into the net. 19-21. And now here comes Angelina Pasalacqua. Last time I said she's an extremely good server. She served it long, so don't let me down here, Anna. So this one's going to come toward the back line, picked up, and then just pushed across by Carly Niche. Moriarty just pushes it right back, and then, boy, hard shot by Nadia Gallegos, played beautifully that time by Soraya Chavez. And the Hilltoppers trying to return it, and the end of the net it goes. That makes it now 22-19. Elena Garcia, she's had a little bit of problem here. She served her first two serves into the net. Served the first set and then on her first rotation. So let's see what Elena can do this time. And this time, boy, I thought she was going to get an ace for a minute. And she didn't get the ace, but she had Los Alamos on the run. And finally, the ball coming over to Nadia Gallegos, and she had to just kind of bump it up on the run, but just sitting there and waiting for her that time was Yvonne Segura. Right now it's 23-19. Abby Leckel is going to set up Michelle Macias. Two-handed bump. Comes across. And now, shot taken by Anissa Chavez. And a battle at the net. And so up to the Yvonne Segura and Nadia Gallegos going head-to-head at the net, and Nadia wins the battle. Makes it 20-23. Anna Kirkland now will serve for Los Alamos. Hilltoppers down by 3. So Hannah brings it across. Moriarty is going to have to play it from the 10-foot line. Yvonne Segura does that. Now they're going to bring it over to Nadia Gallegos. Nadia with a hard shot, played easily, and they're going to set up Carly Niche. Niche pushes it across. Hilltoppers are going to now get it to Ashley Hammond. Boy, and Hammond. And, wow. Boy, I tell you, Hammond put one off of Soraya Chavez like you can't believe. And Soraya almost knocked her over. But the ball got popped up and then come running in a hurry for Moriarty. For Moriarty that time was Peyton Edwards. And so she somehow played that crazy ball. Now Nadia Gallegos with it. We're at 21-23. And right now, and so Bree Nieto sets up Abby Leckel. Her shot immediately blocked and brought back across. And then a little push across by Yvonne Segura. Comes up to Ashley Hammond. And Hammond has her shot blocked by Yvonne Segura. And it comes right back into the head of Nadia Gallegos. And that makes it now 24-21. Moriarty up. 3 set points now for Moriarty. Little floater comes to Nieto. Nieto now up to Nadia. Nadia's shot blocked at the net by Yvonne Segura. And that does that. So the first set now will go to Moriarty on a hard-fought battle. 25-21. So the and so we'll so right now we take that little break between games, and so anyway, that one the one play I was trying to describe as action was rolling along was the fact that the Nadia Gallegos had, I mean, boy, she had slammed one off of Soraya Chavez, and then Chavez Chavez, I mean, she just went down to her knees, and that ball just was just going awry. It wasn't going anywhere toward anybody. But unbelievable play by Peyton Edwards to dive forward and then get a fist underneath it, and she almost found the corner on the right side, but just barely long. But I mean, it just shows you the hustle of these teams. And boy, I'm telling you, these teams are, I mean, they have come here to play, both of them. And so Moriarty, they've been kind of winning the battle of the block game. So, and Hannah Buchanan and Yvonne Segura, along with Anissa Chavez, boy, it's tough to get the ball past those girls, and Carly Nish. So and I want to remind everybody, let's see, tomorrow night the Hilltopper boys football team will go to Piedra Vista. We won't be able to make that trip to Farmington, but we'll be back with Los Alamos football next week when Maya Mira, the school from Gallup, comes to Los Alamos, and that's a district contest, of course. And of course, Piedra Vista also a district contest. We've had the football district for Los Alamos is really tough because they kept the districts. They kept 6A, 6 classes in football, and they cut all the other sports down to 5 classes. Los Alamos really should be in the same class that they are, along with as they are in basketball, but they're not. They moved them up into 5A in football, and so they're in there with Farmington and Piedra Vista, Maya Mira, and Capital. So we'll be playing Maya Mira next Friday night. In 2 weeks from now, on Friday night, we'll be playing Capital. That'll be the last game, the regular game of the season. And, of course, don't forget that on Saturday morning, we'll be bringing you girls soccer against Academy. That should be good. And then Saturday afternoon here at Griffith Gymnasium, the #1 team in the state comes to Los Alamos. That is the Hope Christian Lady Huskies. So we are about ready to go here, and the Hilltoppers will serve, and they'll hand the ball to Angelina Pasalacqua. So Angelina waiting to get the signal, so the Hilltoppers now they bring in their libero, Brini Eto, and we're ready to go. I think. So we're waiting to get the call from the official, and they do. So here comes Angelina. First serve, set 2. And this one goes all the way to the end line, and that comes back up to Yvonne Segura. She gets set up, Michelle Macias, and she's blocked at the net by Carly Nish. Number 11 against number 11. And the pink number 11 wins it. Makes it 1-0. Carly will now go back to serve. As we just start off here on set number 2. Going to set up Solyen Tellez. She just dinks it across, dinks it over the head of Hannah Buchanan, which was a good idea. And then Moriarty trying to get to it. That time, Anissa Chavez can't get to it, that little soft shot. And so it goes to the floor, makes it 1-1. And now serving is Anna Kirkland for Los Alamos. So Anna ready. Nice serve. That's an ace. Right off of the attempted two-hand bunt dump, the two-hand return by Peyton Edwards, and that just goes flying back against the wall. 2-1. And now Anna Kirkland will serve once again. A junior. So Anna picked up by Elena Garcia. She bumps it up into the front and comes all the way up into the bottom of the net and then just drops straight down. Nothing you can do about those. 3-1. Anna still behind the service line for Los Alamos. Picked up by Yvonne Segura. Segura will bump it up to the front. Hilltoppers Carly Nice pushes it all the way to the back. Nadia Gallegos. Boy, beautiful dig out. Wow. I tell you, Abby Leckel. Wow. Abby, they got her listed. They do have some heights, and she's listed at 5'5". But boy, I tell you, she could have been 6'5" on that shot. So Abby Leckel picks up. Boy, did she power that down. Anna Kirkland serving. Hilltoppers up 4-1, and there's another ace. So the Hilltoppers are suddenly up 5-1 here in set 2. Handel Buchanan on the front line along with Carly Niche. So they set up Carly Niche. Comes right to Nadia Gallegos. They now comes to Brini Nieto. She sets up Abby Leckel. Beautiful shot by Abby. Comes over all the way to the right, almost to the antenna. But right there, high in the air, goes Hannah Buchelman with her back to the net and then bumps it across. Beautiful play that time by the senior. Makes it 2-5. And Moriarty hits the tape, but comes across. Hilltoppers are able to get it back across. They're going to say Los Alamos was in the net. Whoa. Boy, a fantastic serve that time by Anissa Chavez. Hit the tape. The Hilltoppers played it beautifully and got it back across, but they're going to say one of the Hilltoppers was in the net. Comes down, and there's a serve. As Anissa Chavez bringing it all the way to the back line, and the Hilltoppers can't return it. Now it makes it 4-5. So Anissa Chavez with another hard shot. And this one another ace. So the Hilltoppers, who had gone up 5-1, now see it that lead evaporate to 5-5. And Anissa Chavez will serve once again. All tied up. Brini Nieto picks it up on the back line. And so comes to Abby Leckel. All she can do is a little two-handed bump across. Hilltoppers having a lot of trouble. Comes to Hannah well, they're going to say they're going to call Hannah Buchelman for reaching over the net. These big, tall girls like that, they can go straight up, but you got to keep your hand always straight up. You cannot bring your hand over the top of the net, which is what Hannah just did. So that makes it 6-5. And a serve by Nadia Gallegos. Peyton Edwards, hard shot. Hilltoppers are going to set up now. Actually, Hammond going through, trying to get through Hannah Buchelman and Evan Segura and Yvonne Segura. Comes across. Hilltoppers comes to Solian Tellez. Tellez gets the hit, brings it across, and so now, let's see, is this going to be out? They're going to say, yeah, this is out. Just barely down the left sideline. And, boy, she just put it right there at the sideline. They finally rule it's out. Nadia Gallegos serving at 7-5. Peyton Edwards comes to the back line. Hilltoppers are going to set up Ashley Hammond. Shoots it, fires it from the 10-foot line. Moriarty all they can do is just bump it right back across. And so the hard shot this time now by Moriarty, picked up by Los Alamos. Great dig out that time by Anna Kirkland. Wow. Solian Tellez Boy, what a play for Los Alamos. Fantastic. Boy, credit Anna Kirkland on that one. That ball was gone, and she just went diving over to the sideline, kept it in play, and then the Hilltoppers were able to bring it across over into the corner. Nadia Gallegos, Hilltoppers leading 8-5. And so, hard shot by Yvonne Segura. And it's interesting. It was Hilltoppers went up 5-1, and then Moriarty tied it up at 5-5. Hilltoppers now they had gone up to 8-5. It's now 6-8, and we have a young lady coming into serve, which we haven't seen in the ball game yet, Jackie Gonzalez, and she serves an ace. So she comes in and does her job and makes it now 7-8. Picked up by Abby Leckel, comes to Ashley Hammond. Hammond brings it across, and then Peyton Edwards, hard shot across, going to the floor. Brittany Ato, she bumps it up to the front. Hilltoppers can't do anything with it, and now it's 8-8. And Jackie Gonzalez still serving. And this one right at the 10, right at the back line. Solien Tellez. Wow. Solien, I mean, she just put one against Peyton Edwards. All Peyton could do is just protect herself. She just threw her fists up in front of her, and she actually ended up going down, but all she was trying to do was protect herself, because that was one unbelievable shot by Solin. Abby Leckel makes the serve. They set up this time, and they're going to set up Solin Tellez, and Tellez puts it over toward the left side of the court, and Moriarty completely out of position, and so no return. 10-8, Abby Leckel. Picked up by Anna Neese, gets to Peyton Edwards. Peyton's shot is blocked. They're going to set up Peyton once again. Pushes it all the way to the back line. Hilltopper comes to Solin Tellez. Hard shot by Solin, and that is played beautifully by Anisha Chavez, but unfortunately, as she bumps it back up, it hits the rafters, and that's in play. And so it hits the rafters, and then that diverts the ball back down at a crazy angle, and Moriarty can't play it. But those rafters up there, they are part of the game. Everything is part of the playing field, so playing court. So finally, but then so Moriarty ends up picking up the point, and then the side out goes over to Hannah Bergerman. And I'm sorry, let me correct that. That's Soraya Chavez. She serves it into the net. It's now 12-9. Hilltoppers up. And Bella Aguilar will serve for Los Alamos. And that's going to go long. That makes it 10-12. And now Peyton Edwards will serve for Moriarty. Down by 2. Took the first set 25-21. This one's going to be long. Did Hilltoppers touch it? And they're going to say no. Reaching those hands out there, Bella Aguilar, she stuck those arms out. I didn't know if she got them back out of the way in time. Anyway, 13-10. Now Brini Ato will serve. And we have a campfire as they bumped it up to the front, and 4 girls just gathered around the ball, and it just dropped right in the middle of them. Just a classic campfire this time by Moriarty. 14-10. Brini Ato serving. Hilltoppers up by 4. Played on the back line by Soraya Chavez. Comes across. Hilltoppers going to get it to Abby Leckel. She just has a little short two-handed push. About to Moriarty, they have a little two-handed push. Hilltoppers get it to Nadia Gallegos. Her shot is blocked. As high in the air goes Sofia Marez. And So the Hilltoppers end up picking up the point, makes it 15-10. And now a timeout taken by Kim Bell. So Kim Bell, head coach of Moriarty, she wants to talk things over as the Hilltoppers open up a 5-point lead here against the Lady Pintos. 15-10. The first set went to Moriarty, 25-21. They played some fantastic defense in that first half, and that was the difference, as the Hilltoppers were getting good sets to their big girls, but just too much defense on the other side by Moriarty, and so they won that first set 25-21. Right now, the Hilltoppers in control in the second set, 15-10. So Kim Bell takes the timeout and to talk things over, and when they come back out, Bree Nieto will be serving. The front line for Los Alamos will be Nadia Gallegos, Angelina Pasalacqua, and Michelle Macias, and that is one heck of a front line for the Hilltoppers. Bree Nieto waiting the call from the official, and the official checking the book. Okay, everybody's now happy. 15-10, Bree Nieto. She serves. Peyton Edwards picks it up. They're going to set up Anissa Chavez. And her shot, Anissa's shot, blocked at the net. Angelina Pasalacqua teaming up with Nadia Gallegos. That makes it now 16-10. Bree Nieto. Hilltoppers up by 6 here in set 2. Bree with a good shot across. And now they are going to set up this time Yvonne Segura. Segura pushes it into the backcourt. Abby Leckel, hard shot from the 10-foot line. Now here comes Nadia Gallegos. No, they get it to Michelle Macias. And I don't know how Moriarty got that one back, but they did. Now the Hilltoppers are going to set up Nadia. Hard shot by Nadia. Great play that time by Soraya Chavez to save it back in. Hilltoppers get it over to Nadia once again, but right there is waiting. I mean, waiting big time with Sofia Merez. So she blocks it back, and the Hilltoppers can't return it. Makes it now 16-11. So Sophia gets 5. She leaves the ball game and gets a high five from every one of the players on the bench. Comes now to Michelle Macias. Takes a lot off of it. Just floats in up into the 10-foot line. Easily played by Moriarty. Now, quick. And Angelina Pasalacqua, who is a setter. The ball goes into the net, and she was a setter, and she just pushed it across. Came back quickly to Los Alamos, and then the Hilltoppers were able to play it over to Nadia Gallegos, but then all of a sudden she goes up, and right there is Carly Niche to block it back. Elena Garcia. Isabella Aguilar on the back line. Michelle Macias. Her shot, and we have a double block at the net. That's Yvonne Segura along with Carly Niche, but that goes wide, that block. So the Hilltoppers get the side out, and the point, 17-12. And this one comes to Elena Garcia. Yvonne Segura gets the set on the left side of the net. Boy, I mean, perfect set for Yvonne. And I thought she was going to murder that, which she did, but it goes wide right. 18-12, 6-point lead now for Los Alamos. Angelina Pasalacqua serving. Yvonne Segura just bumps it, a little short bump across, and trying to push it toward the back line is Michelle Macias. Comes to Anissa Chavez. Chavez, another little soft shot across. Now Michelle tries to take a lot off of it and doesn't get it over the net. That makes it 13-18. Hannah Buchelman, the big girl, will come back in and join the front line. She'll join Anissa Chavez and Yvonne Segura. And boy, that's a tough front line. The Hilltoppers are going to, the serve is going to be played all the way from the backcourt. They end up setting up Yvonne Segura, and Yvonne's shot is blocked at the net, and then immediately comes right back to Los Alamos. and they're not able to get a hold of it and bring it back across. 14-18. Yvonne Segura serving. And Nadia Gallegos right in the middle of the net puts it up. It's partially blocked. Comes now to Michelle Macias over on the left side of the net, and she puts it into the open court right on the 10-foot line. 19-14. And the Hilltoppers with the side out coming into the ball game. Anna Kirkland, and Anna will serve. Front line for the Hilltoppers is going to be Nadia Gallegos, and I believe that's Abby Leckel. And there is the serve by Anna Kirkland. Peyton Edwards plays it from the back court. Comes to Brini Ato. She sets up Ashley Hammond. Boy, hard shot of Ashley off of Peyton Edwards. And boy, I mean, there is a one heck of a shot that time by Anissa Chavez. And boy, I mean, she had on the back line. I think that was Anna Kirkland back there. And boy, that thing, I mean, it almost knocked her over. And say the Hilltoppers get it back across. Fantastic play by Los Alamos. And then Moriarty not able to return it. So he served by Anna Kirkland, picked up by Peyton Edwards. Now it's going to come across. They're going to set up Yvonne Segura. Segura pushes it across, two hands. Nadia Gallegos has her shot blocked. We're going to have 4 hits. Ball never cleared the tape. And now Anissa Chavez is going to go back to serve at 15-20. Comes now to Anna Kirkland. Kirkland up now to Ashley Hammond. And Ashley this time actually gets the set, comes back about a few feet back, about 5 feet back. So she just plays it from there, and it goes long. 16-20. Anissa Chavez. Beautiful serve, and the ball comes almost up. The ball almost got deflected up here to our table. But that makes it now 16-20. And Anissa Chavez still behind that service line. So Anissa to Brini Ato. Hilltoppers are able to get it up to the front, but all Angelina Pasalaco can do is with her back to the net is just simply bump it over her head. And they set up, and so Moriarty should have had an easy set, but they get it over to Peyton Edwards, and she got the good set. Too much on it, but they're going to say, see, it went long, but they're going to say that somebody from Los Alamos was in the net. So that makes it now 18-20, and now Joe Palmer wants a timeout. So back and forth we go as the Hilltoppers, they'll open up a 4 or 5 point lead, and then Moriarty will come back and open up a lead. And so they've just been trading leads back and forth. And so right now, Anissa Chavez coming up to serve, and I think that's her 3rd straight serve. The last one was unfortunate because the Hilltoppers played it well, but somebody got into the net. So they made it now, and so that would have made it now 17-21 since the shot was long by Moriarty. So Anissa Chavez, she will serve at 18-20. Set 2. Moriarty taking the first set. Boy, a hard shot, barely played by Los Alamos. Ashley Hammond, and every time Ashley goes up there, she's facing Yvonne Segura and Hannah Buchelman. So this time, instead of trying to power it through them, she just takes something off of it and just kind of a little two-handed push, and they weren't ready for that one. So now it comes to Yvonne Segura, a quick shot across by Yvonne, and Hilltoppers trying to get it up to Lynn Tellez, but they set it too far in front of too close to the net. 19-21, and here comes Jackie Gonzalez. Jackie came in, first time we'd seen her in the ball game, and her first serve, and she put in the ace. So Jackie ready, once again. But this one played easily by Anna Kirkland. Comes to Abby Lecco. And Abby's shot blocked at the net. Boy, a beautiful block by Sofia Merez. 20-21. 1 point victory, 1 point lead here for the Hilltoppers. Comes to Abby Lecco. Lecco gets it up to the front to Ashley Hammond. Hammond just pushes it across. Now they're going to set up Peyton Edwards. Peyton takes it all the way to the back line. Hilltoppers are going to have to play it from the 10-foot line. Ashley Hammond, and Ashley can't get it over the net. 21-21. Set 2. And Jackie Gonzalez once again coming in to serve and doing a good job. Abby Lecco. Hard shot toward the back line. And now Moriarty can't return it. Came to the back line. They tried to bump it up to the front. They actually bumped it over to the sideline. And then the two girls from Moriarty going for it. They crash into each other. And the Hilltoppers take the lead 22-21. And Abby Lecco will now serve for the Hilltoppers up by 1. Peyton Edwards plays it. It's going to come back to Peyton. Hard shot by Peyton, picked up by Abby. Lecco will bring it up to Ashley Hammond. Hammond, long shot across all the way to the back line. And then it comes now to Sofia Merez. And Sofia, she's been a thorn in the Hilltoppers' side, I'm telling you. And so into the ball game comes Soraya Chavez. 22-22. 3 points away from the set. Long serve. Too long. 23-22. Hilltoppers 2 points away from the second set. Into the ball game now comes Bella Aguilar. She will serve. Front line for the Hilltoppers. Michelle Macias, Angelina Pasalacqua, and Solin Tellez. And Bella with the serve. They're going to have to play it from the 10-foot line. And that is Peyton Edwards. Goes all the way to the back line. Hilltoppers are going to have to play it from the back court. Abby Lecco, too long. 23-23. And so now serving will be Peyton Edwards. All tied up here at 23-23. Comes to Bella Aguilar. The Hilltoppers get it to Michelle Macias. Macias just pushes it across a little, and they bring it right back, and then the Hilltoppers set up Solin Tellez, and Tellez with a hard shot right straight down in front of the net, and the Hilltoppers now have set point. 24-22, and right now it is 1 set point. 24-23. So fantastic volleyball match here. So go on, and we're only in the second set. Moriarty taking the first set, 25-21. And right now the Hilltoppers are up 24-23 with the serve. And we'll see if they're going to even this up or not. You have to win by 2. So if it goes to 24, then somebody's going to have to take it up to 26. So right now here we go. Brini Ato will serve. Angelina Pasolacqua, Michelle Macias, and Solin Tellez on the front line. Abby Lecco and Bella Aguilar in the backcourt. Brini Ato with the serve. Picked up by Peyton Edwards. They're going to bring it up to the front. Anna, Anissa Chavez. What a hard shot by her. They bring it now to Michelle Macias. Up now to Anissa Chavez once again. Nadia Gallegos takes a lot off of it. Easy play. And now going all the way toward the back line. Great play by Brini Ato to keep it alive. Michelle Macias, two-handed push across. Comes now over to Anissa Chavez once again. Blocked by Nadia Gallegos. Now they hit a quick shot across by Angelina Pasolacqua. Long shots to Brini Ato on the back line. Comes up now to Abby Lecco. Lecco, hard shot. Easily played by Soraya Chavez. They're going to set up this time Carly Niche. Niche bumps it across. Over now to Michelle Macias. There it is. Michelle Macias. Hard shot. Peyton Edwards diving to the floor, trying to get it. But Michelle Macias picks up the final point, and the Hilltoppers take set number 2, 25-23. So the first set goes to Moriarty, 25-21, and then the Hilltoppers come back, 25-23. And so this is going to be a long night. Where right now we're already set for 4 sets, and I wouldn't be at all surprised to see this one go to 5. They play the first 4 sets to 25, and then if it does go to a 5th set, they play that one to 15. So a great second set there as boy, it just went back and forth, and they kept trading leads. So we had a lot of lead changes in that second set, but the Hilltoppers finally able to come out on top, 25-23. But those last 2 or 3 rallies we had were just fantastic. I mean, great rallies, and so boy, these two teams. I mean, this is really fun to watch. These really fun to watch these both of these volleyball teams. Hard fought contest, but a lot of fun. I mean, and boy, and they are playing their hearts out, both teams. So it's 1 set apiece right now. 1 set for Moriarty at 25-21, and then set 2 goes to the Hilltoppers on a nice play at the end there by Michelle Macias after another hard-fought rally. But boy, neither one of these teams are ready to give up that final point. So anyway, this is Gene Mortensen, and I want to thank Carol Clark of the Los Alamos Daily Post for making this broadcast possible. And the whole thing was put together by John McHale and Nate Limbach. They got together with Carol Clark and worked this all out so that we could broadcast these contests over the Daily Post YouTube channel. So we really do appreciate that, and we appreciate their support now of Daily Post, and also appreciate the support of the police department and the fire department. So we about to crank down here for set number, getting ready almost for set number 3. And let's see, as we start things off in set number 3, Moriarty will be serving. And if they serve in the same rotation that they did, they'll start things off with their libero, Elena Garcia. So, and so we'll see if that's what Kim Bell has come up with. Joe Palmer, normally his first tonight, his number one, not number one, but his first server. Anna's a good server, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she was the first one up for Los Alamos. That was Anna Kirkland. So we now trying to set the libero. We finally get Bree Nieto in for Los Alamos, and she replaces Solin Tellez. So they put the starters out there, and then once they decide to start, they got all the starters, then they just tell the libero, go in for somebody. And that's exactly what they do. So Elena Garcia comes into the contest, and she'll go back to serve. Set 3. And so Hilltoppers will start off with Michelle Macias, Angelina Pasalacqua, and Nadia Gallegos in the front line. Into the net goes poor Elena. That's her third serve into the net tonight. She's having a lot of trouble getting it over the top of that net. So now Anna Kirkland will serve. So the same rotation right now. And Anna serving at 1-0 here in set 3. Long serve comes back to Peyton Edwards, up now to Yvonne Segura. And Segura, she mishit it. She went up. She was trying to take something off of it, and she mishit it. She went up too late, and actually ended up just spinning the ball with her hand. She just kind of rubbed the bottom of the ball, and that made it an easy play for Los Alamos. So Abby Leckel right now on the front line for Los Alamos brings it across to get it to Nadia Gallegos. Back to Nadia. Nadia off of Peyton Edwards. I'm sorry, that was Soria Chavez. Great play by Soria to get it back into the court. They set up Elena Garcia, and then Elena brings it over to Yvonne Segura, and Segura's shot goes wide. Anna Kirkland still serving. 3-0. And Anissa Chavez gets the set. And normally that's money in the bank, but not tonight. 4-0, Hilltoppers lead. And we're still looking at that. See, the front line for Los Alamos right now is Ashley Hammond, Abby Leckel, and Nadia Gallegos, and Brienne Nieto in the backcourt, along with Angelina Pasalacqua. Yvonne Segura, played by Anna Kirkland, up to Ashley Hammond. Her shot is blocked this time by Yvonne Segura. Moriarty is able to finally bring it across. They're going to come now to Ashley Hammond again. This time looking at that double block situation of Hannah Buchelman. Hannah is well over 6 feet tall. She was teamed up with Carly Nish, and a great blocking team. So this time Ashley decides to put it over their heads, and it goes long. Serve comes across to Anna Kirkland, and the Hilltoppers bring it across. Moriarty, a quick return by Moriarty. Hilltoppers waste no time to getting it to Nadia Gallegos. Nadia puts it across to make it 5-1. Now Nadia will go back. She will serve. 4-point lead for Los Alamos. Picked up by Peyton Edwards. Yvonne Segura. Boy, there's a hard shot. I mean, that was a zinger. And a great play that time by Anna Kirkland to even get to it. But it floats across and comes inside the antenna. Or it's outside the antenna, actually. Which, of course, is out of bounds. So, right now, Anissa Chavez serving. That's long. So that makes it now 6-2. Abby Leckel. She will serve. Backcourt. Anna Kirkland and Brienne Nieto. Hard serve played by Brienne Nieto, then Peyton Edwards. And Peyton puts tries to bump it way high because she was all the way back on the back line. Goes straight up, hits the rafters, and comes straight back down. And that's legal. 7-2. And there's a ace this time. Wow. An ace from, and we're going to have a timeout taken by Kim Bell as they find themselves down 8-2 here in set 3. So the Hilltoppers come up with the ace, and right now 8-2. And I think that maybe that 6-point lead might be the biggest lead of the night for anybody. I know both teams have led by 5 at various times, but right now the Hilltoppers are up 8-2, and we'll see what Kim Bell decides to do here to try to offset. Of course, the last time the Hilltoppers got up, they went up 5-1, and then when Moriarty got the side out, they wasted no time catching up. But right now, Abby Leckel, and Abby can get on a roll. The other night, when we played here the other night, and Abby, I think it was against Espanola, and she was not to be denied at all. Comes to Ashley Hammond, and once again, there's Hannah Buchelman and Yvonne Segura. I mean, that is her nemesis, and because of the way they do the rotation, Ashley's always going up against those two girls, two biggest girls on the team for Moriarty. And here comes Jackie Gonzalez. serving at 3-8. And this one bounces way off. Hilltoppers are finally able to get it to Angelina Pasalacqua. Back to the net. She bumps it across. Comes now over to Solin Tellez. Hard shot by Solin. Jackie Gonzalez picks it up over to Hannah Buchelman. Buchelman's shot is wide. So Hannah on the right side of the net brings it to the left side. That makes it 9-3. And into the ball game for the Hilltoppers comes Bella Aguilar. She'll go back to serve. And Michelle Macias will come in, and she will join Solin Tellez and Angelina Pasalacqua in the front line. Whoa! That's not even fair. I mean, Bella Aguilar, that ball hit the tape like, 100 miles an hour, just bent the tape back and then just fell over into Moriarty territory. And so Hannah Buchelman gets it. Almost as finds the open court. Solin Tellez. Wow! No return that time as Solin just zings it off of Nisa Chavez and clear up into the bleachers. 11-3. Hilltoppers dominating here in set 3. And Bella Aguilar still serving. 8-point lead for Los Alamos. And that's been the biggest of the night. And another zinger, and this is long. But when I said that's not even fair, they used to be those net serves. You had to serve them over just like you do in tennis. And then for some reason they decided to leave them alone. So if you can do that, and you get the cheap point, 4-11. Soraya Chavez serving, comes down to Michelle Macias. Her shot blocked at the net. Right there waiting for her is Sofia Merez. Sophia, she's been giving Hilltoppers a lot of trouble, and she's teaming up over there along with Carly Niche. Soraya Chavez serving at 5-11. Abby Leckel picks it up in the back court. We're going to have they're going to say that Los Alamos was in the net, and that's the correct call. And every one of the girls on the Milwaukee bench were up yelling and pointing at the net. Serve is long, and so Soraya Chavez puts it long, makes it now 12-6. Hilltoppers up. Brini Eto will serve. Up by 6. Biggest lead for Los Alamos has been 8. Debris up to the front. They set up Sofia Merez, and no return off of Sofia. She's just been the silent killer in this ball game. She just comes up with some great blocks and some great shots, and she just nice serve this time by the Hilltoppers. Are going to come now and once again, Peyton Edwards goes to the floor once again off a hard shot by Michelle Macias. And then the Hilltoppers set up Nadia Gallegos. Her shot comes over to the left side, dug out there by Soraya Chavez. But her return goes wide. Makes it 13-7. We are right now in set 3, all tied up at 2 sets apiece. And Angelina Pasalacqua serving for Los Alamos. Comes up, bumped across this time by Sofia Merez. And now Michelle Macias, hard shot. Comes to the back line. And then pushed across. Great dig out by Brini Eto. And they get it up to Nadia Gallegos. Now they're going to set up once again Anissa Chavez. Boy, great play that time by Angelina Pasalacqua to keep it alive. Hilltoppers bump it back across. And here they're going to set up once again Anissa Chavez. This one goes wide. So that makes it now 14-7. And Angelina Pasalacqua still serving for Los Alamos. Angelina, just a sophomore, 5'9". Peyton Edwards picks it up on the back line and pushed across by Sofia Merez. Hilltoppers trying to keep it going. And they get it up to Abby Leckel. And Abby Leckel goes up against Anissa Chavez, and Abby wins the battle. And they listed only Abby at 5'5", but she won that battle 15-7. Angelina Pasalacqua. And they are going to set up Anissa Chavez off of Brienne Nieto. I mean, what a bazooka shot that was. Michelle Macias, she puts one off of Soraya Chavez. Moriarty brings it back across. Angelina Pasalacqua gets it now to Nadia Gallegos. Gallegos puts it down the left sideline, and no return by Moriarty. 16-7, 9-point lead. Biggest lead of the night for either team. And right now, Angelina Pasalacqua, 5'9" sophomore, back serving for Los Alamos. Comes to Peyton Edwards on the back line. Here comes Anissa Chavez. A little dink. Going to the floor. Angelina Pasalacqua saves it. They get it over to Michelle Macias. She puts a little soft shot across. Up to, they get it to Sophia Merez. Merez's shot is blocked, comes right back to Anissa Chavez. Anissa lets it fly, and she ends up putting it long, and the Hilltoppers now lead 17-7, and Kim Bell wants a second timeout. So that Hilltoppers right now up by 10 after they lost the first set 25-21. Hard fought second set. The Hilltoppers come out win it by 2, 25-23. And right now the Hilltoppers totally in command so far in this set as they lead by 10. That's the biggest lead of the night, period, for either team. But the Hilltoppers came out strong here in this third set, and they've been playing strong the entire set. But I'm telling you, the play of Moriarty has just forced Los Alamos to just pick it up, 2 or 3 notches from what the Hilltoppers normally play very well, but they kind of play to their competition. And boy, tonight they've got some tough competition, and they are playing up to that competition. 17-7. And right now the Angelina Pasalacqua is going to continue serving for Los Alamos, up by 10. 17-7. And we're ready to go. And so Angelina, nice serve across, dug out, and they're going to set up Anissa Chavez, and Anissa Chavez is hits on the line, right down the line on the left side. So that will turn it over now to Elena Garcia, the libero. Having a little trouble here tonight. She's had 4 serves into the net. So let's see how Elena, she can get over that here on this serve. And she does. Nice serve this time. Comes up Nadia Gallegos. Boy, beautiful set that time from Angelina Pasalacqua. And Nadia, she could have done anything she wanted with that one. And that makes it now 8-18. And here comes Anna Kirkland. Anna Kirkland goes behind the service line. So Anna, a little floater comes up. It's going to have to be Peyton Edwards has to play it from the back court. Now up to Abby Leckel. Hard shot by Abby. Great dig out by Elena Garcia. Comes to Brienne Nieto. Nieto going diving to the floor. Saves that up into the front line, but then the front line can't get it over the net. Does a good try all the way around. Makes it now 9-18. Carly Niche will serve. 9-18. And we're going to have a substitution here as Hannah Buchelman comes back into the ball game. She joins Yvonne Segura in the front line, along with Anissa Chavez. Something's going on here. Somebody telling somebody to quit doing something. I don't know what the problem is. Somebody up in the bleachers, I don't know what they were doing, but okay, whatever they're doing, not doing it anymore. Briniato up to Angelina Pasalacqua. That's who normally tries to set. She tries to this time to dink it across. Can't. Makes it 18-10. Cardi-Niche down 10-18. Comes to the back line to Ashley Hammond. Back to Ashley. Wow. And finally, Ashley somehow, she gets it through the block of Buchelman and Segura and finds the right in front of the back line. So they've been driving her crazy all night. But boy, she took advantage of that one. Makes it now 19-10. Nadia Gallegos with the serve and play at the net. So Len Tellez is able to push it across against the block of Yvonne Segura. Hilltoppers set up Ashley Hammond, and her shot is blocked by Yvonne Segura and right back into the open court of Los Alamos. 11-19. Anissa Chavez serving. Comes to Briniato, and now they're going to set up Solen Tellez. Hard shot by Solen. Great dig out that time by Anissa Chavez. She dives to the floor, a two-hand bump as she hits the floor, comes flying across the other side, comes down the left sideline, and in play for Moriarty. Makes it now 12-19. Hilltoppers and now Joe Palmer wants a timeout. He doesn't want the girls to start relaxing by any means because this Moriarty team can roar back at any time. So we are in the third set. I want to remind everybody that on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, we'll have high school girls soccer. The Hilltopper girls going up against Academy. And Academy, one of the top teams in the state. That should be a great soccer game. So tune in or head on over to Griffith Gymnasium and then come on over here to Griffith Gymnasium on Saturday afternoon. As it's going to be the Hilltoppers versus the number one team in the state, the Hope Huskies. 19-12. Anissa Chavez will serve down 7 here in set 3. And this one goes long. 20-12, back to an 8-point lead. Abby Leckel back behind the service line for Los Alamos. Comes off of Elena Garcia, comes to Peyton Edwards. They bump it up to Anissa Chavez. Two-handed bump, going to the floor. Briniato gets up, ball comes back to her. Now she has to bump it across, and here comes Yvonne Segura. I thought she was going to murder that. She decides not to. Ashley Hammond, and she whacks it off of the Peyton Edwards. Boy, Peyton, I mean, she's been the target tonight of several of these hard shots. 21-12, 9-point lead. Now Abby Leckel. Abby Leckel will serve. 21-12. Nice little floater. Comes to Yvonne Segura. They have to play it from the backcourt. And this is going to be all Moriarty. The Hilltoppers got completely out of position. They were out of position. The ball was out of position. There wasn't anything they could do but watch. And now Jackie Gonzalez checks back into the ball game. Serving at 13-21. Yvonne Segura on the bench. Long shot played by Briniato. Abby Leckel plays it from the 10-foot line. Picked up by Anissa Chavez. Peyton Edwards. And Peyton just puts took a lot off of it. And the Hilltoppers then they set up Ashley Hammond. She was looking right at Hannah Buchelman. So instead of just going at Hannah, she just suddenly flipped, just turned a little bit and went from the left side all the way to the right side. And so that went by Hannah and into an 8-point lead. I thought it should be 22. That's what. So finally they figure that out. And Bella Aguilar puts too much on it, And it's long. Soraya Chavez comes into the ball game. Down by 8, 14-22. Long serve, that's out. 23-14. Hilltoppers 2 points away from set 3. Green Nieto will serve. 5'4" senior libero. And this one, that was going to go long. And Elena Garcia, the libero, on the back line. And she tried to pull away from it, waited too long, and it brushed her shoulder. So it's now set point for Los Alamos, 10 set points for the Hilltoppers. And comes down to Elena Garcia, and they're going to set up Peyton Edwards. Edwards has her shot just partially blocked, but then it just falls into the open court in Hilltopper territory. So they will now put to Peyton Edwards behind the service line. And she'll serve at 15-24. They come up to the front. Here comes Michelle Macias, and her shot is blocked out of bounds. So that will do it. So Michelle Macias gets a great set from Angelina Pasalacqua and bangs it into the waiting arms of Hannah Buchelman and Yvonne Segura, but their block goes out of bounds. So that makes it 25-15. The Hilltoppers take this one. So Hilltoppers are improving with each set. Lost the first one 21-25, and then took the second set 25-23, and now they took this set fairly easily, 25-15. So we will not see tomorrow night. The Hilltopper boys, the football team, will be heading to Farmington to take on Piedra Vista. That is a district contest, and we will not be able to make that trip up to Farmington. But we'll be back on the air on Saturday morning. It's interesting because we're going to have a number of games on Saturday. None of them are going to be district games. That game in Farmington against Piedra Vista is a district football game. And the Hilltoppers with two district football games left. Maya Mira will come here next week, and then in 2 weeks, Hilltoppers will head down to Capital, and that for the last game of the regular season. And so but those games on Saturday, none of them are district games, as the Hilltopper girls are going to open up against Academy at 10 o'clock. The boys will follow, and I think they play at 1 o'clock. And then the Hilltopper boys, the girls volleyball team here, will take on the number 1 team in the state, the Hope High School Lady Huskies. So anyway, it's so right now coming up into set 4, this will go to 25 points as usual. If Moriarty is able to come back and win this one, we'll go to the 5th and deciding set. First team to 15, but you got to win by 2. That's always the way it is. Always got to win by 2. So anyway, once again, I want to thank the Daily Post for making this broadcast possible. And if you can get the word out, all you got to do is get on the Daily Post website. Just get online. Get in the Daily Post website. Look for the little logo, the Los Alamos logo. You can see the little mountain logo, and it'll say something about the broadcast. All you got to do is click on that, and that goes straight to the YouTube channel for Daily Post. And then that's where we give you the audio portion, and then John McHale and Nate Lindback they rotate those pictures all through the game. They take the picture, and as soon as they take the picture, they can immediately transmit it online. And so those are the pictures that you see are pictures. I mean, essentially pictures right after. Well, as the game is going on, those pictures are coming up pretty quick right after we're describing things. But we are going to start things off, and so this time we're going to have Angelina Pasalacqua do the honors for Los Alamos. Anna Kirkland has been leading off the serving, but this time it's going to be Angelina. And front line, Nadia Gallegos. And Abby Leckel and Michelle Macias. Serve comes up to the front, and we're going to have Anissa Chavez crashing into the net. That was an easy call. So, anyway, we now have it's a 1-0 ball game, and so Angelina Pasalacqua, her serve is returned all the way from the back court. Hilltoppers now bring it across. They set up Peyton Edwards, and Peyton, her return from the back court also goes wide. And that makes it now 2-0. And Angelina, 5'9" sophomore. And wow, I thought that was going to be an ace, but a great play by Peyton Edwards. Hard shot by the Hilltoppers by Nadia Gallegos. Comes straight across, diving to the floor. Brini Eto goes up into the bleachers. 3-0. And now Angelina Pasalacqua will serve. Comes to Soraya Chavez. Up to Yvonne Segura. Segura and the Moriarty bench thinks it was in. I think it was in. But the official, looking right down the line, agrees with the lines girl. So that makes it now 4-0. Angelina, I thought it was going to go out, but she ends up serving an ace. So it just came off of Elena Garcia, but nobody else could do anything with it. That makes it 5-0 in favor of Los Alamos. And Pasalacqua, another nice serve, played this time by Soraya Chavez. Yvonne Segura, she can only bump it across over her head. Michelle Macias, wow! Michelle Macias gets the set from Abby Leckel, and boy, she brings it down that left sideline. And so Kim Bell wants a timeout right away. 6-0 ball game. So the Hilltoppers, who lost the first one by 4, 25-23, had to fight for their life in that second set, finally winning at 25-23. Pretty well coasted through set 3, and right now they're coasting through set 4, but we have a long way to go in set 4. 6-0, and you played at 25, so you never let your guard down. That's for sure, and this is a tough Moriarty team. So the lineup for Los Alamos, as they come out of the timeout, we're going to have Michelle Macias, Nadia Gallegos, and Abby Leckel in the front line. And Brini Eto will be in the backcourt along with Angelina Pasalacqua and Bella Aguilar. So Angelina will serve. Six-0 ball game. Set 4, actually. This one's going to go long. So that makes it now 1-6. Carly Neese will serve. Little floater. Boy, those are dangerous. Michelle Macias has to play it from the backcourt. Here comes Yvonne Segura. No stopping her on that one. And that makes it 6-2, or 2-6 actually. And I think the ball went out of bounds, about the outside. Actually went out the door. The gym door was open. The ball went out the gym door. So it's now 2-6 and an ace this time. And that one comes from Carly Niche. 3-6. So you can never relax. And so Carly, boy, another little one of those floaters into that dangerous spot. Hilltopper is bumping across, and they're going to set up Yvonne Segura. She takes an awful lot off of it. Hilltoppers are going to be able to set up Michelle Macias. Macias takes an awful lot out of it, diving to the floor. Great play by Anissa Chavez to keep it alive. Hilltoppers now bring it back. Abby Leckel brings it over, pushed back across by Moriarty. That's going to be right on the line, and that from Anissa Chavez. No, and the lines girl says it's in. The lines girl says it's in, and the official says it's out. I thought it was in. But, I thought it was definitely in. But it's overruled by and boy, Moriarty not happy. And so right now the official talking to the lines girl, that I don't know what to think, but I thought the lines girl called it right. I thought it definitely hit that line. But so yeah, I'm not sure what they're calling here. I'm going to replay. So that's a good way to resolve it. So we'll replay the point. Carly Niche will serve at 3-6. So a little difference of opinion on whether it was in or whether it was out. So they say, okay, well, let's just make it a jump ball. And Joe Palmer talking things over with the official now. And so I think we're finally ready to go here. Carly Niche comes to the back court, picked up by Bella Aguilar, over to Natalie Gallegos, blocked at the net by Yvonne Segura. Comes to Michelle Macias, bumps it across. And then they get it up now to Anissa Chavez, and Anissa goes up against the double block of Abby Lecco and Nadia Gallegos, but it comes flying out of bounds. Makes it now 4-6. Moriarty coming from behind on 6-0. Now Abby Lecco. Abby, a little push toward the 10-foot line, played easily by Moriarty. Hilltoppers are going to set up Nadia Gallegos. She just puts a little soft shot across. Hannah Buchelman goes up against Nadia Gallegos and Michelle Macias, and they block it away, but then the ball finally comes back to Buchelman, and Hannah puts it down for the score. Makes it now 6-5, and so a perfect set that time. Serve went into the backcourt. The Hilltoppers bumped it up to the front. Perfect set for Yvonne Segura. 6-all. And now Nadia Gallegos off of Peyton Edwards. And now Anissa Chavez. Chavez, a little soft shot. Abby Leckel puts it from the left side to the right side. Played there. Hannah Buchelman. And they're going to call 4 hits on Moriarty. They're going to say that Hannah never got it over the net. Makes it now 7-6. So it was 6-0, and then went to 6-6. Now it's 6-7, and here comes Anna Kirkland. So Anna, played by Peyton Edwards in the backcourt, up to Yvonne Segura. Hard shot by Yvonne, and somehow Hilltoppers saved it. I'm not sure how they did. So now they're going to call 4 hits on Los Alamos. I do believe Joe Palmer is furious. Well, I thought the call for 4 hits was right. I didn't think the Hilltoppers got it over in 3 hits. I mean, they were struggling to get it over, period. But anyway, 7-7. So, Anissa Chavez will serve. 7-all, and so now we're having the girls are having a discussion as the two officials are conferring. So while the two officials just concur on whatever it is, the Hilltopper girls all get together and huddle up and talk things over. Angelina Pasalacqua, she's only a 5'9" sophomore, but she's one of the team leaders. 7-7. And Anna Kirkland, well, we're going to replay the point again, I guess. Another replay. So here we go back again. It's going to be 7-6. And Anna Kirkland will serve. So another replay. And Anna gets the signal from the official. Yvonne Segura picks it up. And Hilltopper Nadia Gallegos right there to. Nadia was in the net. I mean, definitely in the net. But they're going to call Moriarty for 2 hits prior to that. Boy, and Kim Bell not happy about that. I don't blame her. 8-6. Hilltoppers up by 2. Anna Kirkland. Hard serve comes to the back line. They're going to set up Yvonne Segura. Segura is going to be called for. I think she went over the line, stepped over the line under that line under that dividing line between the two courts, right under the net. So the Hilltoppers go up 9-6. Boy, and a hard shot this time by Anissa Chavez. That goes off of Brini Eto and slams against the wall. That'll make it now 7-9, and Anissa will serve. So Anissa Chavez back, down by 2. Hilltoppers leading right now 2-1. Brini Eto brings it up to Angelina Pasalacqua. Pasalacqua sets up Callie Goda. Goda brings it across. It's going to be a great play by the Hilltoppers, and we have 2 or 3 Hilltoppers go down. And, well, I'm not sure what happened because Angelina Pasalacqua dove for it to make a save, and then the ball came down, and then the ball was going up. Then Abby Leckel tripped over Angelina, and she fell down, actually rolled into the Moriarty court, but they give Los Alamos the point. And so once again, they called something that happened before that. Yvonne Segura, hard shot, dug out by Anna Kirkland, and Kirkland tries to bump it up, but Nadia Gallegos trying to get back there to help, but can't help, and now makes it now 10-8. Coming into the ball game for the Pintos is Jackie Gonzalez. She will serve. The front line for the Pintos right now is Sophia Merez, Peyton Edwards, and Hannah Buchelman, the big girl. Hilltoppers are going to set up Solin Tellez. Solin takes it into the net. That makes it now 9-7, 9-10. Moriarty still down by 1. Jackie Gonzalez. She's been a good server. Comes to Brini Eto, and they're going to set up. Abby Leckel. Nice shot by Abby. Dug out by Anissa Chavez. Over now to Carly Goda. And Goda brings it down the left sideline. Nice shot that time by Callie. And so the junior middle hitter for Los Alamos. So we have some substitutions here for Moriarty and for Los Alamos coming in. And Abby Leckel will drop back to serve. for Los Alamos. Into the net it goes. And that makes it now 10-11. So checking back into the ballgame, Soraya Chavez for Moriarty. She will go behind the service line, down by 1. Hilltopper front line, Solin Tellez, Callie Goda, and Angelina Pasalacqua. They're going to set up Callie. And Callie's shot blocked, partially blocked, but then out of bounds. So the point goes to Los Alamos. Makes it now 12-10. We are in set 4. Hilltoppers up 2-1. Lost the first set 25-21. Took the second set 25-23. Took the third set 25-16. And now Bella Aguilar will serve. So Bella, they bring it up to the front. Peyton Edwards. Beautiful shot by Peyton. She's probably the smallest girl on the floor, but I'm telling you, watched her play volleyball, watched her play basketball, I don't know, for 2 or 3 years, and she is an unbelievable scrapper. 11-12. So Peyton with the shot picked up by Abby Leckel, brings it up to the front. And so Solin Tellez has to play it from the 10-foot line. And so now pushed across by Anissa Chavez. Comes over now to Michelle Macias. Shot is blocked at the net by Sofia Merez. And then comes back to Merez. And Merez pushes it across for the point. So Sofia Merez has been very instrumental here for Moriarty, but she hasn't been sensational. Some just good, solid, and intelligent play. Great serve that time by Peyton Edwards. Abby Leckel has to play it all the way from the backcourt. Here comes Anissa Chavez. That's long. So the point goes to the Hilltoppers, makes it 13-12. Set 4. Elena Garcia. She will serve. And that one's played from the back line. Anissa Chavez has to play it from the 10-foot line. It's going to come up to Nadia Gallegos. Her Nadia block goes right into the block of Nadia's hit. Goes right into the block of Sofia Merez. Sofia normally doing a good job on those blocks, but this time she blocks it, and it ends up blocking it back into the net. 14-12. Greenieto, the libero for Los Alamos. She serves. Played from the back court. And then it pushed across this time by Sofia Merez. And Nisa Chavez with a nice hit. Going to come up now to Michelle Macias. And Macias on the left side of the net pushes it right to the middle of the court. 2 or 3 girls from Moriarty dive for it, but can't get to it. 15-12. Greenieto up by 3. Hard serve. Comes to Anissa Chavez. Partially blocked at the net by Los Alamos, but it was partially blocked, but it went flying all the way back to the back line to Greenieto, and all she could do was it was all she could do just to get her hands on it. Makes it now 13-15. Elena Garcia will serve. And this one's going to come up to Bella Aguilar. Boy, whoa. Well, that shot by Nadia Gallegos brings it down the right sideline. Hard shot. Makes it 16-13. Angelina Pasalacqua. She will serve. So Angelina, played by Peyton Edwards. They can bring it up to Yvonne Segura. And Segura trying to hit it from the 10-foot line. So she just had no big advantage there. And just waiting for her on the other side of the net was Nadia Gallegos. And boy, she just put it right into the block of Nadia. 17-13. Angelina serving. Comes to Elena Garcia, the libero. Hard shot by Anissa Chavez. Great play that time by Brienieto. And Bella Aguilar brings it across. And so they quickly set up. This time they And they set up Los Alamos to Michelle Macias. She goes up against Nisa Chavez and Yvonne Segura. And that's a tough road to hoe, I must say. So then on the other side is Nadia Gallegos. She gets a beautiful set from Abby Leckel, and she puts it right down Broadway. Makes it now 18-14. The Hilltoppers pretty pumped up at this point. Both teams are pretty pumped up. And Anna Kirkland will serve at 18-14. Set 4. They set up Yvonne Segura. Segura shot goes off of Anna Kirkland. Makes it 15-18. Now they'll roll the ball down to the other end to Anissa Chavez. And the junior will serve down by 3 here in set 4. Anissa picked up by Brinieto. Have to play it from the 10-foot line this time. Callie Goda. Boy, that one, Moriarty almost cap-fired that one. So Nadia Gallegos finally gets the serve. And the last second, all she could do is just suddenly put a shot through. So Natalie, and we're going to say that, they're going to say Nadia Gallegos was in the net. Boy, she had a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. But they say no good. And so now we're going to be timeout taken by Joe Palmer. As it's 18-16. Hilltoppers up by 2. We are in set 4. First team to 25 and to win by 2. If they go to another set, it's going to be the first team to 15. But boy, this has been one hard-fought contest here tonight, and I'm telling you, two very, very good high school volleyball teams, and I knew this was going to be a good one. And it has lived up to the hype. Lived up to my hype, anyway. 18-16. Front line for Los Alamos when they come out of the timeout is going to be Nadia Gallegos, Abby Leckel, and Angelina Pasalacqua. In the back line will be Callie Goda, Anna Kirkland, and Bree Nieto. So 16-18. They will now hand the ball to Anissa Chavez for the Lady Pintos. And Anissa will bring it. She will start things off down by 2. 16-18. So, boy, there's a zinger picked up by Callie Goda. Comes to Natalie Gallegos. Her hard shot picked up by Elena Garcia. Comes to Peyton Edwards. She puts a zinger across. Callie Goda takes a little bit off of it. Going to come over once again now to Peyton Edwards. And the Hilltoppers trying to bump it up. And so what happened was that Nadia Gallegos and Callie Goda both going for it at the same time. And they both were going to two-hand bump it. And I think both of them pulled back just at the same time. 17-18. And this one comes to Callie Goda in the backcourt. And then Callie moves up to the front. It's blocked by Hannah Buchelman. Now the Hilltoppers are going to set up Yvonne Garcia. Great play this time for the Hilltoppers. Let's see. They are going to say Hilltoppers are in the net. And I think they're calling Nadia Gallegos. 18-18. Anissa Chavez comes to Callie Goda. Goda gets it up to the front, comes right back to her. She takes it across. Peyton Edwards, a little soft shot into the backcourt. Callie Goda takes a lot off of it. Going to come to Peyton Edwards. They try to set up this time. Carly Niche, but Carly, she's looking right at Nadia Gallegos. And she turns around to make her shot. Nadia just standing there, arms stretched out. Easy block. So the Hilltoppers serve it. Nadia Gallegos serves it. But right there is Solin Tellez as Moriarty just bumped it right up to the top of the net to Solin. Makes it now 20-18. Nadia Gallego serving. And so they come now to Peyton Edwards. Peyton takes it off of Anna Kirkland. Great save by Anna. I don't know how she did that. Peyton Edwards once again off of Anna Kirkland. Comes to Callie Goda. Goda toward the back line. Played by Anissa Chavez. Anna Buchelman. Her shot long. 21-18. I think we're going to have a timeout taken by Kim Bell. So the Hilltoppers 4 points away from the match. And this has been a good one. I mean, a really, really good one. Best volleyball game we've seen in quite a while. And I knew these two teams were going to go out. I've seen these same Moriarty girls for the last 3 years, and they've been awfully tough. And I knew they were going to come in tonight and play Los Alamos. I mean, right down to the wire. And this is what I expected, and this is what we've got. 21-18. 3-point lead for Los Alamos, and the Hilltoppers will serve. And so Nadia Gallegos will serve front line for the Hilltoppers. So Lynn Teliez, Michelle Caligota, and Abby Leckel back court. Angelina Pasalacqua along with Anna Kirkland. Nadia serve barely clears, and the diving for it that time was Carly Niche. She just barely got it over the net, and so Caligota takes complete advantage of that and then just jumps up and shoves it down. 22-18. Yvonne Segura, hard shot off of Angelina Pasalacqua. Makes it now 19-22. Jackie Gonzalez will come in. She's been an effective server for the Lady Pintos. Down by 3, 19-22. Nice serve. And the Hilltoppers are going to have to play it all from the backcourt. Bumped over her head as Abby Leckel comes to Peyton Edwards. And Edwards finds the open court. On the left side, right up against the net, she just pushes it right down the net toward the right. She's on the left side, pushes it toward the right side, finds the open court, 20-22. Grignieto up now to Callie Goda. Goda trying to go up against Hannah Buchelman. That was no contest, but the Hilltoppers are able to get the ball back across. And so now Peyton Edwards has her shot blocked. And comes over. Abby Leckel will now take a hard shot for Los Alamos up to Peyton Edwards again. Momentarily blocked. Comes right back now to this time to Sofia Merez. Merez brings a little two-handed shot across. Hilltoppers are going to set up Callie Goda. Hard shot by Goda. Picked up by Peyton Edwards. Edwards gets it to Merez. Sofia brings it across. Callie Goda. Once again, Peyton Edwards diving to the floor. Makes the save. Great rally here. Callie Goda comes to Peyton Edwards again. He bumps it up. Peyton Edwards will push it across. Can't get it across. Into the net. A great rally that time by both of these teams, playing their hearts out here tonight. 23-20. And so now Abby Leckel will drop back behind the service line. 23-20. Into the net. Makes it 21-23. Can't stand prosperity. So Hannah Buchelman now will sit down. And coming in to serve will be Soraya Chavez. And the front line for Moriarty, a small front line right now. Going to come to Bree Nieto. Nieto up now to Callie Goda. Goda's hard shot is picked up in the back by Elena Garcia. Callie once again pushes it toward the back line. Hilltoppers are going to bring it up. And they do bring it up this time to Carly Niche. She brings it across, and now Elena Garcia will get it to Peyton Edwards. Peyton's shot is partially blocked at the net. Comes to Callie Goda. Her shot partially blocked. Hilltop Moriarty just a quick push across that time by Carly Niche. And then a shot by Los Alamos. And whoa, boy, a beautiful shot by that time by Solin Tellez, right on the line in the back. And Los Alamos just all screaming it was in. Moriarty all screaming it was out. And the official says it was out. 22-23. Comes to Bree Nieto. Nieto brings it up now to Callie Goda. Goda's shot toward the back line, picked up by Anissa Chavez. Peyton Edwards brings it across for Moriarty. Over now to Solin Tellez. Hard shot, Anissa Chavez. Great play. Peyton Edwards to Bree Nieto. Nieto up down to Callie Goda. Goda, hard shot, long. 23-23. 23-23. And even with that small front line for Moriarty, in fact, they have a small team out there completely. So well, I thought that was going to be an ace. And let's see what they're... So, well, let's see. The lines girl says it's out. And the official says no. The official saying no. The lines girl said it was out. The officials say it was in. But it was once again, it was a battle back and forth. But the ball came over to the right side of the net. And Moriarty, I mean, it was just a scramble by both teams. Moriarty then just pushed it across. The lines girl on that side ruled it out, but the officials changed the well. The officials don't change the call; they rule it was in, and the official up in the chair has a pretty good look at that. She's looking down both of those sidelines. She said it was in. So 24-23, and see both teams. Well, both teams now have taken both of their timeouts, and it's going to be. So the Hilltoppers right now. Here we go. Soraya Chavez will serve. Front line for Los Alamos. Solin Tellez, Angelina Pasalacqua, Callie Goda. For Moriarty, they have Carly Niche, Sophia Merez, and Peyton Edwards. Comes across. They're going to set up Callie Goda. Goda with a nice shot, dug out nicely. Pushed across by Moriarty on the second hit. Solin Tellez, great play that time for the Hilltoppers. It comes to now to Peyton Edwards. To take a short as they're running out. Anyway, changing. Okay. Are we unmuted? Awesome. Okay, here we go. Well, we weren't sure how long these were going to last. We keep experimenting with batteries. These batteries have lasted a long time. But just as we got down to the finish of the second set or fourth set, I got the signal that the batteries were beginning to fail. First set went to Moriarty 25-21. Hilltoppers took the second one 25-23 and the third one 25-15. And then Moriarty just hanging tough against the Hilltoppers, won this one 25-23. So except for that set 3, which Los Alamos pretty well dominated, it's been a battle royal. And now we'll go to set 5, and this time it's going to be first team to 15, win by 2. So set 5, the determining set here in this district contest. So the Hilltoppers, so right now the top 3 teams in the district are Pewaukee, Moriarty, and Los Alamos. So this would be, Los Alamos needs to hold serve here, and to stay afloat, especially. Moriarty would love to go on the road and steal one on the road, which is steal them on the road, and boy, that's big. That means a lot. So they will see what they. And so that will, let's see, we're going to, as we crank down here to get ready for set 5, actually. Set 5. And it's just been, like I was saying, the Hilltoppers had a big lead there in that set 4. And I said, well, you can never let your guard down, especially a team as talented as Moriarty. And they got some really good talent. Los Alamos, of course, very, very talented team. And the girls, these girls play everywhere. Abby Leckel and Angelina Pasalacqua, for instance, they're 2 girls that can do it all. Of course, then you have the power girls like Nadia Gallegos and Solin Tellez and Ashley Hammond, but the other girls, Anna Kirkland, and of course the libero for Los Alamos, Brini Ato. The libero is, she's under the gun all the time. So the serving is going to be Angelina Pasalacqua. And so Angelina's serve comes across. Peyton Edwards comes up to Yvonne Segura. Her shot toward the right sideline is wide. Makes it 1-0. Angelina Pasalacqua ready for serve number 2. Elena Garcia picks it up. Yvonne Segura. Whoa. That thing looked like a spaceship. It looked like it just changed direction in the middle of its flight. Makes it 1-1. Nadia Gallegos off of this time Carly Niche. Great play by Peyton Edwards. Comes over now to Callie Goda. Hilltoppers going to get it up now, and it brought across by Anissa Chavez. Hilltoppers can't return it. Makes it now 2-1. Carly Niche will serve. Front line for the Hilltoppers. Angelina Pasalacqua, Callie Goda, and Nadia Gallegos. They're going to set up Abby Leckel. Beautiful shot by Abby, right down that right sideline and right smack in the corner. Beautiful shot. So Abby, the 5'5" senior, and so now Anna Kirkland goes back behind the line for Los Alamos. 2-2 ball game here in set 5. Yvonne Segura plays it, goes up behind her, comes back to Yvonne, bumps it up from the 10-foot line. Hilltoppers are going to set up Michelle Nacias. What? And she just goes around Hannah Buchelman and finds a wide open court right in the middle of the court. Makes it 3-2. Anna Kirkland still serving for the Hilltoppers. So Anna just barely clears the net. It's going to come up. They're going to set up Yvonne Segura. Segura's shot is blocked by Nadia Gallegos. They bring it across again, dug out by Callie Goda, by Callie Goda, and then they get it over to Michelle Macias. left side of the net. She puts it in the corner on the right side. Hilltoppers up 4-2. And Anna Kirkland going to the floor this time is Peyton Edwards. We've seen an awful lot of that here tonight. Hilltoppers are going to set up Angelina Pasalacqua. She bumps it across from the 10-foot line. Yvonne Segura, a little left-handed dink into the open court. And that makes it now 3-4. And Nisa Chavez will serve. Serving at 3-4 in set 5. Briniato picks it up, comes up to Nadia Gallegos. Hard shot by Nadia. Dug out by Peyton Edwards. Comes back to Peyton. Peyton shot toward the back line. That goes long. Makes it 5-3. Behind the service line goes Nadia Gallegos. And Nadia will serve. Comes to Peyton Edwards. And then up to Yvonne Segura. Segura, just a little push shot. Comes to Abby Leckel. Leckel's shot is blocked, but doesn't get back over the net. Just falls in, just slides right down the net into Moriarty territory. Makes it 6-3. Nadia Gallegos. And a long shot. This is dug out by Anissa Chavez. Peyton Edwards with a nice hit. Blocked momentarily. And then comes to Michelle Macias. Macias trying to get it across. It's Angelina Pasalacqua comes all the way up from the backcourt to push it across. They're going to get up Solin Tellez. And Tellez, she just puts it right into the arms of Yvonne Segura. And that one drops in, makes it 7-3. The Hilltoppers go up by 4 here in set 5. So we will not be doing the football game tomorrow as the Hilltoppers travel to Farmington to take on PA de Vista, but we'll be back on the air on Saturday morning from Sullivan Field, where the Hilltopper girls team will be taking on the Albuquerque Academy. That should be a great soccer game. And then we'll see. We should have a really, really good soccer game, a volleyball game here on Saturday afternoon as the Hilltoppers are going to entertain the number 1 team in the state, the Hope High School Lady Huskies, as they say. And so 7-3. Hilltoppers up by 4. First team to 15. Nadia Gallegos serving. Front line for Los Alamos. Solin Tellez, Michelle Macias, Abby Leckel. Nadia going to come up to the front. Yvonne Segura. No return on that one. Makes it 4-7. Jackie Gonzalez comes into the ball game. Jackie's been doing a good job serving, but the problem for Moriarty is when she comes in to serve, Yvonne Segura heads to the bench. And Yvonne is she's really their go-to girl. She and Peyton Edwards. Coming out of Michelle Macias. Dug out nicely by Anissa Chavez. Comes to Peyton Edwards. Edwards goes down again as she hits it. Michelle Macias again. Her shot is blocked by Hannah Buchelman. And then blocked again by Buchelman. Now it's brought across by Anissa Chavez. You're going to set up Abby Leckel. Hard shot by Abby. Comes to Anissa Chavez. Over to Peyton Edwards. And Edwards tries to power it through the block of Abby Leckel. And Solin Tellez and cannot. So great double block kill that time by Solin. By Solin and Abby Leckel. So Abby now going back to serve. Comes to Anissa Chavez in the back line. And Peyton Edwards almost got it by, but a great save that time by Briniato. Brought back by Moriarty. Over now to Michelle Macias. Whoa! Oh, my God. Wow. I mean, you talk about coming out of a cannon. Wow. That thing came flying down into the middle of the court, and diving for it was Anissa Chavez. Boy, she had no chance whatsoever. 9-4. Comes down to Elena Garcia. They're going to set up Peyton Edwards. Nice shot by Peyton, but dug out nicely by Los Alamos. They do get it back across. Going to set up now once again Peyton Edwards again. Peyton trying to find the open court. Great save by Los Alamos that time as they get it across, and then a great save by Moriarty. And then the Hilltoppers, as the ball shifts over to the left side of the court, Moriarty, they shift over there with it, and they leave then the complete left side of their court open. And so the Hilltoppers just put in an easy shot, but boy, 2 or 3 times there, it was just, the ball was just, that ball just came across, and it was just an unbelievable save by both teams. And we've had so many of those here in this ball game tonight. Just one beautiful serve after another, or save after another. And boy, we had some great ones in that rally. But right now it's 10-4. Hilltoppers up by 6, 5 points away from the match. So let's set the lineup for Los Alamos. We have Celine Tellez, Angelina Pasalacqua, and Michelle Macias in the front line. Anna Kirkland in the back court, along with Bree Nieto, and serving is Abby Leckel. So Abby serving now at and this one's going to go to Peyton Edwards, off of Peyton. Goes off of Peyton toward the back wall, saved back to Peyton. Peyton then gets it across. The Hilltoppers set up. Angelina Pasalacqua comes back to Peyton. Edwards brings it across over now to Celine Tellez. Her shot is long. But that hard shot went to Peyton Edwards. And then running back there, and her is Elena Garcia, along with Soraya Chavez. And those two were able to get it back up to Peyton. Peyton then was able to bring it back across. And then they finally do set it up for Celine. Her shot was long. And now going to come to Michelle Macias. And she has her back to the net. Tries to bump it down the left sideline. And it goes wide. Now it's 6-10. Bree Nieto played to Michelle Macias. And this one's going to come now to Peyton Edwards again. Bree Nieto picks it up on the end line. Over to Michelle Macias. Long shot. Diving for it was Elena Garcia. Got it bumped up, but she couldn't get it bumped up toward the net. So it got bumped up, but it was floating toward the wall. Makes it 11-6. And Bella Aguilar comes in for the ball game for Los Alamos. Abby Leckel, Bree Nieto in the back line. Angelina Pasalacqua, Celine Tellez in the front line. There's a little push by Sofia Marez. Celine Tellez bumps a little backward bump, and Peyton Edwards takes it off. Great save that time by Bree Nieto. And they get it over down to Callie Goda. And Callie, a hard shot. And she takes that hard shot, and that takes it off of Soraya Chavez. And that'll make it now 12-6. 3 points away from the score, from the match. So Hilltoppers bring it up now to Callie Goda. Goda. Her shot dug out by Soraya Chavez. Comes now to Peyton Edwards. Edwards has her shot. She bangs one all the way to the back to Bree Nieto. Nieto bumped it all the way up against the net. And somehow, I believe that was Angelina Pasalacqua, got a hand out there and got it over to the net, kept it alive, and then it got it to Celine Tellez. And Tellez then comes up with the point for Los Alamos, makes it 13-6. The serve by Los Alamos to get it to Callie Goda. Across is going to come and pushed across with the left hand. And once again, that's Sofia Marez. Makes it now 7-13. Peyton Edwards will serve. Serving at 7-13. Whoa. Comes over now to Callie Goda. Hard shot by Callie. Makes it now match point. Hilltoppers with 7 match points. Brini Eto will serve. And let's see, let's set the lineup. Brini Eto is serving. Front line, Callie Goda, along with Angelina Pasalacqua and Nadia Gallegos. Backcourt, Abby Leckel and Bella Aguilar. Whoa, there's a hard shot this time by Anissa Chavez, and that goes long. So the Hilltoppers take it 15-7. So 3 sets to 2 on a hard-fought ball game. And boy, I'm telling you, these girls, I mean, they put on a show here tonight. I mean, unbelievable. So anyway, so we're gonna hopefully we'll get a few words here from Joe Palmer, and but the Hilltoppers dropped the first one by 4, 25-21, and picked up the second one 25-23. Easily won the third one 25-15. Hard fought for the Hilltoppers were kind of in control, but then Moriarty came from behind to win that one 25-23, and then the Hilltoppers kind of built up the lead here, and they were able to kind of almost coast to the final victory of 3-2. So anyways, hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Joe Palmer, and I think Joe's on his way up right now, I think. So, yes, so. All right, now joining me is Joe Palmer, the head coach. Wow, what a show tonight. Wow, that's the best volleyball game we've seen in a while.
Well, we didn't hope, we were hoping we wouldn't go to 5. Sorry, we were hoping we wouldn't go to 5, but, you know, we had some errors and just kind of lost focus, had a 6-0 lead in that 4th set. Really didn't come out in that 1st set like we need to, but I'm real proud of these young ladies. I mean, fought through it. First time getting Moriarty here, and then we get to go get them again on November 2nd at their place.
Yeah, that ought to be fun.
That ought to be fun, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Moriarty, I knew that coming in, we've seen Moriarty here. Well, I watched both Moriarty, the basketball teams and the volleyball teams, and a lot of the same girls, and so we've seen them over the years, and so I knew when coming in tonight that they were going to be talented and ready to play. Yeah,
they had, it just, I think over the last 3 years, it's been one, I think folks are, I rarely say, kind of gunning for us. I mean,
yeah, I think so.
Everybody wants to get after us, and I think that's good. I think it pushes our young ladies, and like I said, we've got a young setter who made some good decisions. Michelle Macias came out and played really good in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th sets. So
yes.
Just some really good play, and Nadia always brings a good game.
So. Yeah, and so but it was just a type of a game tonight where I don't know, some of the other games you guys have been, you got the, it's kind of.
You can say it.
Yeah. Well, they kind of, they just kind of suddenly just lose focus and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But boy, they didn't lose focus tonight.
No, sir, they did not. That's why I'm really proud of that. I am. It's a good looking team, and like I said, I always say we're blessed to coach them, and they gave a lot tonight. They showed a lot of heart, determination, and like you just said, they didn't lose focus tonight.
No, they did not. And the thing too about it was that Moriarty, they set it up that you better not lose focus, and Moriarty let them know in a hurry that that was going to be the situation.
Right.
Because like you say, we get a 5-6 point lead. Next thing you know, it's all tied up.
Exactly.
And it didn't take them very long to do that, and they've got some really talented girls out there. Peyton Edwards, she just always amazes me. She played basketball, and she's a scrappy and a hustler. She's just amazing. And of course, the Yvonne Garcia or Yvonne Segura.
Yes.
Boy, she's a big hitter.
Oh yeah. I mean, they do. They bring a talented squad, and it's good to play them and good to get that kind of competition. And but even better to be 3.
And the thing is, it's what's I really noticed there is that Abby Leckel has really picked up her game a lot.
She has. Abby's been, she's probably, her volleyball IQ is through the roof. I mean, she knows how to play. She understands where the open spots are. Real versatile, as you can see. Back row player, can play front row. Hits really well from the back row. Puts herself in the right position to give us a chance, when she's on the court.
Yeah, she does, and she also plays great defense.
Yep.
In addition to the offense, and so, and the girls, they came together tonight more than I've seen them all season long. So, and if they can keep this up, and then of course on Saturday you guys are gonna.
We get hope.
Get to that's
Yeah.
You can always hope.
Well, yeah. I'm happy to play them and get to take a look. I mean, I think they're ranked number 1 in Max Preps, number 1 in the coaches poll. So, I mean, couldn't ask for anything better to get ready for Pewaukee on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's right. That's going to be another powerhouse game.
Yeah, Joe does a good job down there, and his young ladies, you saw it. They keep balls in play. They force you to make mistakes, and they're a very good defensive team.
Well, and every time we go down there, especially like for volleyball, I mean, man, that's an electric atmosphere down there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's wild, and we will be going. We'll be going down there next week for that ball game, and we also will be here Saturday afternoon for the game against Hope. So,
all right,
anyway,
then.
Well, congratulations, Joe. You guys are in the driver's seat at the moment.
Let's just, like you said, keep playing with that focus and that intensity, and really proud of our young ladies tonight and how they played, and I think we'll see a real good game on Saturday against Hope.
Yeah, well, this was a good one. It was a good one.
Good.
Okay,
right.
Joe.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
So that's gonna do it for us here in just a moment. So Hilltoppers take this one 3-2, and so that's going to push the Hilltoppers record now to 12-5, and they are now 3-0 in district play. And Moriarty, they're really, Pewaukee. They lost to Pewaukee, but Pewaukee is really good, and that's going to be a tough test for us almost also. But Moriarty now goes to 11-7 and 1-2 in district play. But like Joe said, we still got to go to Moriarty, and boy, I tell you, that's going to be a battle royal. I can tell you, we've been down there before in Moriarty for some of those, and it gets wild. It really does. And good, hard-fought volleyball, and fun to watch and fun to broadcast. So this is Gene Mortensen, and hope you enjoyed the contest tonight. And want to thank Carol Clark and the Daily Post for making all this possible. John McHale and Matt Limback for putting all this together. And it was a great contest tonight. And thanks for tuning in. And so you can let's see, we'll be back on the air on Saturday morning with Hilltopper Girls Soccer, followed by Hilltopper Girls Volleyball in the afternoon. So anyway, have a great tomorrow, everybody. You're making an even better Friday and a better weekend. All you got to do is put a little love in your heart. Don't forget to hug that penguin, but the most important thing you can always do is just be excellent to each other. And Sweetie Pie, I love you and I miss you a lot. I really do, sweetie. Okay, so bye-bye, everybody.
Hi, I'm Troy Hughes with Los Alamos Fire Department, reminding you that fall's upon us and winter's soon coming, so we'll start using our appliances more, like our furnace, our fireplaces. Make sure you get those appliances checked by a certified technician, especially the fireplaces. Make sure you've got a good chimney sweep, get that thing good and clean and ready to burn, and make sure you have a good working CO detector and smoke alarm in your home if you're going to use those appliances.